Side note, back to the Warwick pick that we were talking about, because I have a tendency to get sidetracked.
Right.
Warwick can gank at level 3. Warwick, for me, I started playing jungle heavily since Season 6, all the way to Season 9.
Right.
Especially Season 7, like, in Season 8, I was playing almost exclusively jungle. Warwick, I can tell you from experience, can gank at level 3. Especially because early game you got, little trades here and there. Somebody falls below that 50% HP threshold. Warwick gains that blood set, gains that move speed and attack speed. You have flash, it don't matter if he holds down his Q. You have CC, it don't matter if he holds down his Q. He will follow through.
Okay. But the
He
danger
will not be CC'd. That's the thing. He's kind of like Kled's ult. If he holds down his Q, he will not be snared, rooted, stunned, or anything. He'll be free to move.
So is that posing a danger to that team? That's the point. The point of it is, can he take on Xin Zhao? Can he get Xin Zhao out of this team's face so they can farm? Can he?
I want to say yes.
Can he stop that level 2T?
He has to play it right. He has to play it right and survive the Xin Zhao early damage. Meaning, as soon as Xin starts looking to engage on him in the river, Warwick needs to pop his E. Start channeling it. Get that damage mitigation. Hold it for as long as possible because Xin Zhao is running Hail of Blades. Meaning he's going to burst through the first 3 autos, and after that he loses that attack speed. You fear him afterwards. You start hitting him as Warwick. And Warwick has pressed the attack, meaning those 3 autos that Warwick deals, he's going to start dealing increased damage from all sources. Meaning his Q is going to deal more damage, and his autos. And if Warwick falls below a certain threshold, kind of like Silas, he gets increased healing.
Right.
I believe on his Q, it's like 3 times the heal.
Well,
so Warwick has to play it smart and not waste his E. He does that, and he can fight that Xin Zhao early game and at least blow some summoners and stay alive.
Well, we're going to give enough predictions. Let's see what actually happens in the match as we load in for the championship match and game 1 for the ESDL. All right, we're loaded into the Rift and we're doing fine.
So I'm surprised Cordemi is actually playing support instead of mid lane.
Well, I'm not surprised by that. They needed a support.
I thought they just needed a sub in general.
They needed a support, so they're trusting in they're gonna trust in their mid laner to deliver because that's what they've been doing all season. So,
keep an eye here.
Someone call Tom Morello. We're about to do some coaches.
That Darius
looks like he's waiting.
He's just chilling.
They're going all the way around. They're sneaking.
They're looking.
Sneaking.
So
they don't see him. He's going back. He's going back to lane. He's been spotted. Are they gonna go for it? Looks like they opted not to. They're just gonna let him go. Wait a minute. Yeah, they're gonna let him go. Returning to their side. They were looking for the engage.
Interesting keystone of choice on the Ezreal.
And his keystone is, which one is it?
Glacial Augment.
Oh, that's very popular right now in Korea.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was still Kleptomance.
Yep. The coin is still popular, but growing in popularity is the Glacial Augment. It fits playstyles for Ezreal to be more like an Ashe in some way, slowing them down while doing autos.
Okay.
So it helps his build potential.
Darius already on the aggressiveness. That's what I want to see. Darius push for that level 2.
Already.
Go after the Mundo.
As we get started with the Harvest Moon. in the bot lane. Coming in with the first
There's
gank.
the level 2 gank cheese that I was
Bob's
talking
up.
about.
Lux ignited.
Oh, so
Didn't
close.
get the kill, but so low. So much
But-
wasted on that engage.
But Lux doesn't lose out on it if you think about it. Well, he's not recalling. It would be wise of the Lux right now, with the big wave that's building up, for him to recall since he has teleport. What
But look-
I'm looking at mid lane right now,
And Lux is still there.
he's risking it because that Warwick.
Ah,
There's a fight for the blue
but they're
buff.
fighting for the blue
Yeah.
buff. Jinx coming up. Lux going
Blue
through
team's gonna give it up.
and they're jumping on this Akali. Follow her out. First blood goes over to Akali. And it
Greedy play.
turns over to him. This gets bad. As Inzao chasing him down, getting stuck by the Jinx.
And that is gonna
Pull
be
by
the
Thresh. Blitzcrank. Dead 2. And that's 2 going over to B1C.
Greedy play by the Lux. Like I said, Lux, you have that teleport advantage. You were so low, you had no business being there against an assassin, whether it's an early game
Hold.
assassin or not.
Ezreal, but jumps
Oh,
out.
That might be a dead Ezreal. No.
But he jumps out. Wait, what time are you on?
348.
You're behind. I'm at 354. Try pulling your thing all the way to the side. I'm at 4. 402.
404.
404. 405.
Okay, now I'm a second ahead of you.
Alright, that's fine.
But like I was saying, look, you had no business being that low without flash. You could have just recalled, you had the CS advantage, you had everything going right for you. Just go home and TP,
Go home.
buy a couple of pots.
But,
Instead, you give up first blood and to the Akali of all people.
jeez,
Yes, Akali's not farming that great right now, but
you're giving her time to do so.
and you're also giving her time to outscale you.
Correct.
Because we look at that back that Akali had. Akali, first of all, has the Doran's shield, and he or she recalled, grabbed an amplifying tome, pot, and a longsword. So now Akali has extra sustain in lane from A, getting hit by the spells, and thus that would give him more healing. You know, the regen that you get from Doran's shield.
Right.
And he has a pot versus Lux only having a Doran's ring, boots, and the amplifying tome.
Yep. And as things get more and more dangerous, B1C looking very sharp in this championship match.
To
Taking
the
it.
untrained eye, somebody might say, "Oh, well, Lux has more damage. He has an amplifying tome and Doran's ring, right?" No. Akali has hybrid scaling.
Correct.
That's why I'm saying Akali is currently ahead in this lane. And Akali's
Also-
trying to catch up on farm. He's only down a wave now.
Exactly. Only down 3.
Wow, he jumped from 21 to 25 like ASAP.
Correct. So now it's getting worse and worse.
Bot lane, however, isn't going that great, CS-wise. Jinx was down, like now she's 22. Jinx was down 20 CS to this Ezreal.
Right.
Granted, Jinx roamed and fought in River, which gave Ezreal more time to farm and got a kill.
Which is
So-
what I thought Lux was gonna do. Lux was just gonna, they were just gonna back off that objective, succeed, let them have blue, and Lux was gonna farm more. But they went in and got that kill and
Got 2 kills for it.
just on the back foot ever since.
And if we look at the trending story,
Draven
top
pulling
lane-
him. Got stacks all over him.
Oh, go on.
But we going into the
Darius.
jungle.
Oh, Darius should have flash ulted. Darius, you should have flash ulted. 5 stacks. You would have killed him.
Running after this Jinx. But hey, it's down here in the middle. He flashes. Chasing him down. What a chunk. Pull.
Apprehend. Apprehend.
Pulled. He gets bitten off, but Zinzao flashes in and gets taken down by Zinzao.
Woo! All right.
Good God Almighty, where were you? Oh, and get pulled by Blitzcrank, but then in turn gets pulled by Thresh. Shot out.
Thresh is gonna die.
Thresh just flashes out, realizes it's just too late. Jinx standing, just taking, stealing out so much damage. They weren't checking for her. Go after the Ezreal. Switching targets. The minion got in the way of the shot. Ezreal turns on Jinx. Flails away. Jinx going down. He couldn't pull him quick fast. Now get taken down by Ezreal too.
And that's going to be an easy kill for the Warwick.
And Warwick comes in to clean up.
You see that play? You see how what I was talking about? Warwick just completely dodged that play by holding his Q. I was like, oh, you... Oh,
pulled up, and first one going over to B1C. B1C.
That looked like a weird animation to me.
I don't know.
It looked like Darius didn't even ult, but I heard the ult animation.
I heard it. I heard it, but he just looked like he was walking.
Exactly, and next thing you know, Mundo's dead instantly. I'm just like, okay.
As we transition back to the mid lane. Now even on farm, so that kill is gonna start to add up. Zinzao looking for a gank. Ezreal dodges. Zinzao gets nothing for his time. Another Infernal. How unlucky. If B1C gets that second Infernal, how unlucky would that be for Illuminate?
We talked about the Jinx outscaling the Ezreal. B1C gets that second Infernal. That might be a lot harder. Now, I want to say, though, Mundo, you're against a period. Yes, you're trying to build Sunfire.
Uh-oh, Akali catching his next prey out and goes down. This Warwick is safe nowhere in his jungle. You are not safe at all. Jinx getting pulled, knocked up, shot down, and gets brought down by Ezreal. B1C fully in full swing. Everybody's online and killing. Illuminate.
Now,
what do you do?
Mundo, you should have, against a Zinzao and a Darius, get that Ninja Tabby's first item. Don't even worry about the health first. The health is nice, but that Ninja Tabby
and gets taken down. Jigsaw misses, and Ezreal barely walking out, but still walks out with the kill. Oh my God, Mundo hit by the cleaver, running away.
Mundo does not have his ult. That was a good flash. Mundo has to go the long way around, but I don't think he survives this.
Oh my God, Akali coming up. Akali coming up. Says, hey, I'll take it. Mundo using a bounce bomb.
Mundo is dead. There's no way.
Mundo is dead, but wasted a lot of the red team's time so they could take Infernal. Wasted.
Overall macro play.
Lux flashing. But is it enough to save her life? Zinzao on the prowl. Blitzcrank on his way up, but it wasn't enough because they jumped right in on her. Warwick.
What are you doing, Jinx?
Shoots.
Jinx just walks into her death. And this Darius is unleashed.
This Darius
got a kill with his ult.
Pulling it. And this Akali running reckless. Whoa, what a move. Chasing after the remaining two. Mundo
and Ezreal can win this if they play it right. There's the slow on the
Darius.
Darius.
And Darius finally goes down.
There's the kill.
Looking for Thresh. Thresh going down. And this bloodbath in the bot side river goes over. I want to say B1C won that one.
No, overall, Illuminate brought that back because let's see, Mundo, I believe, died, right? Then teleported in to help.
Right.
Lux survived, if I remember correctly. Jinx died immediately.
Yeah, Jinx did die immediately.
So let's talk about it. Jinx died immediately. Darius died. Who else on the...
Darius.
Thresh.
Look at oh my God!
That Lux doesn't have flash.
That Lux did not have flash, and they made her pay for it. Why were you so far up if you don't have flash?
And no vision.
Like you can't see? Somebody get her a pair of lens crafters. She definitely couldn't see that coming. And then we got Shelly being unleashed on the mid lane. And everybody, I know what it's called. I just like calling it Shelly. Jesus! Without regard, just jumping on backward and taking out Warwick.
Mundo's trying to get a return kill on the Zinzao. Mundo goes where he pleases.
And takes the...
That would be a big shutdown if Ezreal gets it.
She shut down. But now you're outnumbered. You pop your time, but it wasn't enough to save your life as B1C taking you down as Lux is left trying to save her mid turret.
So let's talk about this real quick. Beginning of the game, we said bot lane is the win.
Yep, we did call that.
We also said that Akali, if unleashed, will destroy this team.
Yep.
Akali is unleashed, but the win condition is starting to be the solo laners. B1C solo laners are much better, from what I'm seeing so far, than Illuminate solo laners. Illuminate bot lane is their strong point. What Illuminate needs to do to bring the
Warwick!
game about...
Shut him down! You thought this was one-on-one, buddy? This ain't basketball. Get down!
What Illuminate needs to do is they need to start playing around their bot lane. They need to play Cradle the Baby. And that baby is Ezreal. That Ezreal is currently fed. He has his Man Immune build not fully stacked yet, but he also has his Sheen and his boots completed. You gotta play Cradle the Ezreal.
And as you said that, Akali looking for it. I feel like
Akali is no longer true stealth. It's just obscurity. So Akali bites off more than she could chew.
I feel like she played that poorly. Instead of going for the Blitzcrank, she should have went for the Ezreal. Knocked him down, got him out, and then that way she could have killed one and just got out.
Well, that was also poor judgment on the Akali. The Jinx and Thresh were so far back up in the lane farming. Akali, you have no right being that far unless the wave is crashed into the tower and your team is hitting the tower. Because that position is you're saying, okay, I'm going to set up a dive on this team, on this bot lane. However,
but guess what we're fighting over? Another Infernal. Darius get taken down as they start clearing out for the Infernal. But Illuminate is right there, here to take it back.
Like I said, you gotta play Cradle the Ezreal.
And that's two Infernals going over to Illuminate.
Lux is shielding. Mundo and Warwick have gotta stand on top of the Ezreal. They gotta protect it. They gotta protect the ADC.
Moving up. Looking to take this mid lane. And doing an awesome job at doing so. It goes down. Illuminate catching up.
Illuminate is now actually ahead by about 400 gold. Not a big lead. They've been down the entire game.
But they are pulling back. Unrivaled, by the way, at pulling this back.
I will say I do not like what Warwick is doing.
What do you?
Don't go warrior. Okay, especially if you fall behind early. Warwick, from experience, now.
Zinzao jumped in and may have been premature as he goes down to Ezreal.
You know, you're not looking to carry right now as Warwick. Look how squishy he is, right?
That would
If you play it correctly, you can kill that Warwick easily. Warwick is best going Cinder Hulk into Titanic Hydra, into something maybe like a Sterix Gauge, but full tank. And usually you'll see a lot of Warwick players just going...
trying to protect this tower.
You'll see them going Titanic and Cinder Hulk, with Titanic being their only damage item, because Warwick has so much to stay. Warwick is not a burst assassin. Warwick is a sustained brain tank. You know what I mean? He's got the healing to survive. He's got the attack speed built in to survive. You don't need the damage on Warwick. What you need is...
survivability. You need to be enough.
Survivability and tankiness.
You need another tank on this squad. Look like we're playing ARAM because they look like they were ramming it up mid. But they're going to clear out some vision and try to move up their vision line.
What Illuminate needs to do right now, it's almost 20 minutes. Send your bot lane top. Get that top turret. Have your Mundo get pressure bot lane. Because if they send 1 to 2 people to fight that Mundo, you go for that Baron.
Right.
That is something I'll even tell you in solo queue. Tell that to your top laner if your top laner is carrying. That's what I tell everybody every time I'm playing top lane, or whether I'm playing jungle or mid or any role.
Here we go.
Tell the top laner.
Here we go. Zinzao jumps in and get prematurely smacked down. Jinx almost caught having to flash out. Running. They're flashing in on her. They don't care about your tower. You didn't make it home yet. Jinx gonna shoot him in the face with the ult, and this is turning around. Flayed.
So much on Jinx. Darius is about to get unleashed.
They're having to back off because Darius is way too low.
So back to the point I was making. You tell your top laner. You as the top laner tell your team. Go split bot with TP. Only when you have TP. And get pressure. Push, push, push. Try not to die, but if you're about to die, fight for as long as you can. Delay them as long as you can. And go for that Baron. That is the easiest Baron sneak a team can do.
It's cleared out the wars.
In solo queue, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna send multiple people to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. As they're working on moving up their vision line. As Illuminate's work, you know, trying to move up their vision line, they're forcing them to clear all of this vision. Because they have their vision line moved so far up. And it's a good thing. Ezreal is in that, getting pulled by that Thresh. Getting shot by the tower. If only someone was there to follow up with him. That'd have been an easy kill. Throwing.
Tense moments right now because
Very
it's
tense.
Playing ARAM. Again, no teams are trying to fight. Like, okay, it's a Cloud Drake, right?
Right.
Illuminate. Give up the Cloud Drake. Go for the Baron.
They don't want them to have nothing. Pulling Jinx. Jinx getting wasted.
That was just absolutely.
That was bad positioning, Jinx. They have a Blitzcrank on their team. You need to keep that in mind. Your positioning did not respect Blitzcrank at all, and he made you pay for it.
And now the pings for the Baron are going down. But why is Lux recalling? I mean, I guess because she has TP, but I'd much rather. Here's the thing: as a teammate, I would tell you get the Baron and then reset. You're gonna get more gold from the Baron.
But
now you're wasting your TP. But here's the thing: that's a waste of TP.
Well, B1C has to respond here. Or Baron. Oh, and get pulled into the pit.
Rush gets pulled and he's dead. So now Akali has to either consider trying to go for a miracle.
Gotta respond here.
There's no way Akali just lived. Ooh.
And took that to the face.
Oh my god. If Akali had been 1 second earlier,
Warwick
smited early.
We would be talking about a steal. And Zinzao goes into that. Poking Lux down.
The Darius back up.
Oh, and that. Oh, and his red buff.
The red smite burn.
Killed him. That was the last bit that he needed. But they destroyed the top turret.
We all know about that stealing, don't we?
We know it's yeah, we know about stealing.
He's stealing.
I'm telling you. But he didn't get to steal this one. As Warwick comes out. You stayed too long. Why are you still here when the family comes home? You supposed to steal what you can and leave. What kind of robbers are these, man? You steal what you can and you leave. You ain't supposed to.
Oh, he's
stealing. But they didn't rob correctly.
I think I need to give him a good old course on thievery, don't I? Well,
like, yeah, you need this right. Just steal and leave.
If you die, make sure only one person dies.
Right. Like, boom. Luxall comes down. Getting ramped up. Pull down. You ain't leaving. Warwick gets shut down. And it's Ezreal showing you, yes, I can outscale Jinx if Jinx has no damage.
So that's the thing that I talked about early game, remember? Is I said Ezreal can only outdamage the Jinx if he outscales her, if he gets a lead and goes with it. And let's just be honest, I was surprised because Jinx got that early kill, right? From that roam. And on the Thresh, and I'm just like, okay, Jinx is about to get unleashed. You just gotta kill. But then misplay after misplay in the bot lane, and it was just like, well, shit, you know what I mean? It's like,
there's not much
okay, you got that early kill, but
and
then
Zinzao goes back home disappointed because the red buff was stolen from the store. Can't even have his red buff, man. You no longer own your map, bro. You can't go out and just go get your red buff. Akali, caught out.
And Akali's face checking.
Why are you face checking?
Well, okay.
Young lady.
If I see this correctly, I do not see a blue trinket at all. Okay, I see one on Darius. I see one on Akali. Now I see one on Jinx. Akali's is on cooldown. Sure. But
that means don't go.
The jungle is dangerous. Right?
You just saw Zinzao just went out to get red and didn't, and it was taken. So you know they're in there.
I want to say this is about, what, a 3 or 4K Baron power play so far from blue team.
So far. And they're looking for more. Thresh goes in, tries to flay him, gets pulled down. Jinx running for her life.
Now up to 8K howling. This one's over. That's all she wrote.
Going in. Zhao goes down. Akali. They're not even caring about. They didn't even care that you made it to home base. That's how you know this is over. They didn't even want you to make it home. They killed you on the porch.
You know, as Kenny the Jet Smith would say in the dunk contest, let's go home. Let's go home.
Minions, and they're looking to take the man inhibitor because they couldn't end the game.
It's over. Let's go home.
Good Lord, this is turning so much, so quickly.
I need the chat to realize that I just received my my new Ryzen CPU, and my wife is just teasing me, trying to hide it. I got the AMD Ryzen 5. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, Howling, I'm about to start streaming soon. I got all the components I need coming in by tomorrow.
Nice. Make sure you add your link to the ESDL page, and I'll follow you.
I shall.
And we are finally getting some leeway, some room. As we enter the calm parts, we know this is gonna end. Should they start thinking about the next game at this point?
This one, yeah. This one's over. The only way that you win this one, and I'm not trying to be sarcastic, I'm not trying to joke. Blue team has to royally fuck up. So they have to
royally throw.
They have to go like get cocky and be like, okay, we're gonna G2 this, this ish, and we're gonna dive you in the fountain, and it go horribly wrong at this point because you got 2 lanes down, you got Warwick in the bot lane currently pushing a 3rd lane. I don't like what Illuminate is doing right here.
Really?
Why are you delaying? Why are you trying to fanatic death crush it when you see them?
Nope.
You see
They're
them
wasting their time.
Okay, B1C, why are you chasing a Warwick?
And when your base is broken, you have no time for that.
Oh, hold on. This might be the
Wait a minute!
Ezreal's dead!
Ezreal's dead! Mundo's dead!
This is the throw that we're talking about.
Lux killed him!
Lux. Oh! Okay, Darius heals enough in time.
Buck gets taken down! Thresh!
Jinx
triple kill! 2 shots going on!
God.
What was that?
Doing? However, look at the super minions. That's a dead Nexus turret. However, Illuminate, if you do that one more time, you are done for sure.
And they're trying to clear it.
Let me look at the inhibs. The inhibs should be spawning up soon-ish, right?
Right.
Why are you guys forcing, no offense, a dumb fight like that? What you guys need to be doing, clear waves. Y'all don't need to be fighting. You have 2 lanes of super minions. Let them do the work for you.
Ezreal clearing minions from the back.
Like Ezreal getting caught like that, losing his GA into an instant death.
Instant. He went down quick. As they
now
turn.
Look at Jinx's items. Jinx has a full mortal reminder. And Runons, Berserker Greaves, and IE. That Jinx hurts.
Uh-oh. They looking. They were looking to steal, but it went wrong. It went horribly wrong. Double kill. Zinzao and Thresh goes down. That went bad quick.
Why are you there? Let Zinzao try to steal. If he
tried to steal.
If he dies for it, good on him.
Ooh, they ain't stealing.
Let him die for it. But you now dying, you are forcing a 5v3 with Baron. This is it.
Yep.
So Illuminate had a little scared us a little bit by almost throwing. But or maybe they're doing it again. No.
At 32, game 1 goes over to Illuminate.
I just want to say that Blitzcrank had 22 assists. Goddamn.
that Blitzcrank went in. As we move over to our in-game analysis, we're gonna break down this game a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to see that.
Where did we go? Where did we go wrong here?
Where did we go wrong? Akali got too cocky. Akali, you were 6-0 at one point,
bruh,
and you got caught.
Yes, you
over
went
and
straight
over and
into the
over.
Akali. Yep. Face checking bushes. Akali was already unleashed. She was a monster early game. Very much a monster. Taking out target after target, even going after Warwick, going into the jungle after Warwick to kill him.
So where did we go wrong? Let's see.
Where did we go
Akali,
wrong,
the
A1B?
Thresh, um, you know, the bot lane. Bot lane, you guys had the early kill.
Yes.
What you need to do is not try to force nothing. Play safe. You're a Jinx. You need farm. You need items. Jinx, you're just like all crit marksmen. We're going back to season 3 here. Like Deficio and, you know, and all the other casters would say, power trough. You are not good till at least 2 to 3 items.
Right.
And you keep trying to fight and force fights. No. No.
And some of them she
Wait it
wasn't
out.
trying to some of them she wasn't trying to force. In my opinion, and this is my opinion, it
Yeah.
was the positioning of certain fights. Jinx was in a position to get pulled by Blitzcrank several times. One of them I noted. Like, you got to respect the fact that, hey, there is a Blitzcrank on their side of the team. He will pull me if I don't have enough minions, if I don't have nothing around me. I need to play safer than I usually play. You played pretty safe. You weren't in the middle of the fight. You were off to the side, but still not respecting the Blitzcrank. And overall, what ended up happening was a breakdown in turning early kills into early objectives.
So here's what I gotta say about that. Yeah, Blitzcrank, great work, right? From Rare Hunter, to be expected.
Beautiful.
However, when I say Jinx forced it, okay, Rare Hunter was not unleashed until they started forcing the Jinx and Thresh started forcing early fights and losing said early fights.
Right. And the losses of those fights weren't huge. They weren't huge losses, but for for B1C, the problem was they were losing around objectives, and the objectives is what you wanted. It's not that you lost the objective. You lost the ability to stay on the objective. You lose key components for taking it. You lose your ADC, you lose your jungler, you lose people that could actually help you take those objectives, and that's how Illuminate got into the game, by taking Dragon, forcing towers down, because they had all of their key components up. So it's okay for you to fight there, just don't lose those key people, in my opinion. You just can't lose. Like, Jinx can't get caught out.
So another issue that that I've seen happening now that I'm thinking about it. Why are y'all chasing? Half of y'all are plat, right? I'm
Bruh.
gold 4. Okay? Why are you guys chasing?
A
I get
Warwick.
it. You want to kill that Mundo, right? But why? He's in your jungle. Let him recall. And Infernal Drake is up. All he did was hashtag waste your time 2K19.
Correct. And Zinzao
You
took.
let them have a second Infernal Drake B1C.
Correct. And that's where the game really started to break down. It started to really break down with the different dragons that they got, and then they started to. And the most important dragon that they got wasn't the second Infernal. And people will disagree with me because they'll go, "Oh, well, the second Infernal gave them extra power. That's why it's important." No, the most important dragon was the Cloud one, the one that you said that they didn't need to fight over, that they could have just let them have. But this gave Illuminate the information that they can push you off objectives, and from there on, then they pushed you off of every objective that you tried to get on. Every single one that you tried to get on, they pushed you off. They pushed you off. And they knew how. They knew that they finally had the power to push you off objectives, and you couldn't even commit to one. So it's pretty. That was pretty bad. But
So another thing that I want to say that happened: improper itemization early.
let me go back to the item screen.
So when I say early, Illuminate could have had this game earlier on, right? We talked about how the Lux got greedy. You wasted the two flashes, I believe. I don't remember if I think Xin Zhao flashed because he got, what was it? He got snared.
Yeah, he
You
got.
wasted Lux's, or you wasted Akali's flash ignite. What do you do with that? You're about quarter health. Go home. Go home, lick your wounds, TP back in. You have that summoner advantage
You
for
did.
that early laning phase. But what do? And this is why I said early on it looked like B1C was winning this.
Yup.
But then they started throwing unnecessarily. You gave up an early kill to your laner. You were up in CS and your laner caught up to you like bam, bam, bam. Like, I remember we were talking, what was it? We looked 21 CS, literally within a second, 25.
Yeah,
Literally within
yeah.
a second, you got 28. Now it's 28 to 28 farm. You know what I'm saying? So, early game mistakes. If you're going to go with TP again, look for that.
I mean, that was one of the bigger plays that we were like, okay. But then, you know who threw this game away mostly, in my opinion? Zen. Zen took some unfavorable.
Xin Zhao.
He took some unfavorable fights.
Let's talk about my man real quick.
He took some unfavorable fights.
You are an early game jungler. I like that level 2 cheese gank that I was talking about before the game, right? I was talking about that. I was like, Xin Zhao starts red buff and can either gank top, bot, or mid, depending on which side they're on, right?
Right.
Great gank early. You got the summoner spells. What do? As a Xin Zhao, go get your blue buff. And go get... because you were in mid lane for so long and so many minions died, I believe after blue buff you would have been level 3. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and look. Go for another gank. You are a Xin Zhao. Early ganks. Over and over and over. That is the point of Xin Zhao.
But right after that, they got into the... right after that. So they did the gank, and right after that, they got into the battle over blue. They got into the battle over the blue side with Warwick. And then that's when everybody came down, and Lux got killed, and I think Warwick got killed. So I think those two went over to B1C in the early part of that game. Those two went down, and they took those down. So then after that, Xin Zhao took blue and didn't need to, and felt like, okay, my mid's winning. I don't need the gank. But keep going. Tilt them off the side of the planet. Like, I don't want.
I'm not trying to tilt. Here's the thing.
Like, no.
Okay,
You could have tilted that Lux.
Some of these ranks. I'm looking at some of these ranks, right? And some of these people are higher than me. But I'm also looking at it from an analytical point. I understand from playing the game as a player that sometimes you don't analyze. That's where the shot caller comes in.
Right.
If you take that, the ESDL is offering a great, and this is not me, trying to sponsor anything, but I've gone over the coaching program that they give us for free if you're a player. There are so many tips that can help you as a coach, but have helped me think about it from a different perspective as a player as well. Who is your shot caller? Your shot caller needs to go, okay, we got an early game comp with the Xin Zhao and some of the other picks. We pushed them to our pace.
Right.
Right? And when all of that was going on, with the Lux and everything, your shot caller on each side should have called for a reset. A mental / game reset. Resets are important because what happened? Jinx walked in and got a kill, right? And at one point when they were at the dragon, Jinx literally walked in and died instantly. She walked into the team.
Yup, and just got murdered.
And I don't know if he was like looking up, you know, trying to look up the lane and didn't notice that he walked into a brick wall.
Yeah, he hit that wall hard.
And I'm not trying to tilt nobody, but these are things we're trying to help you guys go through and think about
But
from an
no.
analytical point, because I know that in the game, it is harder.
Yep.
In the game, you are caught up in the moment and you forget about things. That's why you need somebody going, guys, reset, guys, clear comms, guys, focus up.
Right.
On that note, while we are waiting for the pro draft, I will take a short break. And we are ready to go into game number 2. I want to see B1C bring this back. I want some silver scrapes.
I want to see it too. I want to see a third game. I'm always about the third game.
Once again, a woman's left unsatisfied.
Oh, now
right.
I'm louder than howling, apparently.
You're louder than me. Okay, then we definitely gotta figure
we'll figure it out at some point.
We definitely
Or
gotta
at
figure
least-
that out.
At least, you know, we got it working better now.
There, is that better?
I believe so.
All right,
Okay,
good.
so-
What's your opinion?
The Rengar
I'll
ban
beat
again,
it
the
out of
Evelyn ban,
Bye,
Malzahar
man.
and Vi.
So pretty much
I
sticking
want
to
to say,
the
why
same
not?
bands.
yes. And I get that these are some priority bans that you don't want to see. But why not ban some of the things that gave you trouble?
All right, because they're planning on switching it up.
Oh,
Yorick,
the Yorick pick.
Yorick up
That is
top.
spicy. So that is the Yorick pick for B1C
Correct,
instead of, what was it, the Darius pick, correct?
correct. But they're going with Mundo. Illuminate believes in it. Warwick, they're finding no reason to switch it up. Shyvana!
Oh, hold on. Let's not get too hyped. Is
Wait.
this Wonders Shyvana from G2, where he picked Shyvana top lane? He rushed Spear of Shojin, not for the stats, because he went AP Shyvana,
Right.
but for the cooldown after he ults, for that E damage.
Echo in the middle. Morgana picked. As we get into the second phase of picks and bans.
Yes.
So I'm excited. to
Now Akali gets banned away.
I was going to.
As
I was
we're
going to say, why would you ban Akali after they showed Echo and Mundo, but then I remembered
pro draft.
Pro Draft versus... So I'm going back to look real quick. Akali was not banned till the last pick. Okay, Illuminate picked Echo last pick through Pro Draft.
So it's a counter pick to the mid
Because
lane.
Akali got banned last by Illuminate. They didn't want B1C having Akali again.
And they pick up Jinx again. And they pick up Vayne.
Hold on. This is a different Jinx. This is Illuminate playing Jinx instead of the Ezreal. And now B1C is saying, okay, the Jinx didn't work, the Thresh didn't work, but why Vayne Vel'Koz?
Vayne Vel'Koz. Hold on. Vayne Vel'Koz. I'm going to defend this real quick. Vayne Vel'Koz is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. With his ability to keep them in place, with both of them doing the 3-proc and doing true damage, they are dangerous. They chew through tanks. Period.
That's if Vayne comes online. However, yes, this is Cordemi playing Vel'Koz, meaning he's playing his main.
Come
But
on.
what's on the other side? Hold on, before we get so hyped. What's on the other side? A Blitzcrank. A Blitzcrank and a Jinx. AKA Blitzcrank grabs you,
Okay.
knocks you up,
Okay.
Jinx slows you and snares you with her traps. Also, I don't know if if Cordemi's gonna change his summoner spells, but apparently they're gonna be rocking double heal with an ignite, so okay, I guess no flash. No, okay. Changed last second to flash ignite. I was about to say, like, I get that you're almost a Vel'Koz one trick, but heal ignite. It's a little. You ain't Yumi, my man.
Okay, so here's the thing. All right, so you're worried about them coming online. My whole thing is, pull me. If I'm Vel'Koz, pull me. Then you're just gonna give Jinx the time to proc her passive, and that's gonna be true damage to you. If you pull Vayne, then you're just gonna feed Vel'Koz. He's got true damage too with his alien probe. I think it's called.
Life Force Disintegration Ray.
There you go, Life Force Disintegration Ray. So,
but, big butt, Blitzcrank, Shield Break Mechanic,
but
and Silence.
But who uses shield?
Morgana.
But that's Morgana. That's their mid laner. That's got nothing to do with the bottom.
But you break their. You break that Morgana shield on, let's say, late game team fight. You break that Morgana shield on the Vayne, right? Or on the Vel'Koz. Depends on who you put it on, right? You break that shield, that person is susceptible to CC and probably dead. Why? You got Warwick, Ult, and Fear. So you got Suppression and Fear.
Okay.
You got Echo's Stun. You got Jinx Snare. You got Silence from Blitzcrank and Knockup.
Okay, but what I'm seeing from B1C is the fact that that shield only blocks AP anyway. That's it. If you build Merc Treads, you're still good. Build Merc Treads. Don't rely on Morgana Shield because you know Blitzcrank can break it, and just deal with them on a dealing damage to them basis.
I would agree, but who's gonna build Merc Treads in this game? Shyvana and Yorick. Yes or no? What's Morgana gonna build? Morgana's more than likely not gonna build Merc Treads. Vayne is gonna build Berserker Greaves. Vel'Koz more than likely is going to build.
Morgana better build Merc Treads going against Echo.
Well, we never know. Now they might be listening and they might take that advice into consideration. But if they're not listening, they're focused on the game, which more than likely they're doing.
Right, which is the case.
We don't expect that to happen.
I expect that because dealing with number one, Echo has way too much going on. You need Merc Treads to escape some of his more complicated setups. Also, to keep yourself healthy as you trade with him. Because you're going to trade with him, and the Merc Treads will keep you healthy as he's trying to stun you, get you out of there. You can heal more. You can throw down the laps more, and keep going. It would be crazy not to get Merc Treads in this situation.
Okay.
In my opinion.
I hate that Morgana already. I hate that Morgana Glacial Augment. That is one of the most annoying keystones on AP Champion.
Exactly. So Merc Treads is a thing here. It's gotta be a thing.
But for who?
For Morgana. Morgana's got that.
No, Morgana's the one that went Glacial Augment, is what I'm saying.
And that's why she's gonna build Merc Treads. She's gonna build Merc Treads. I believe in Morgana and building these Merc Treads.
So here's what I'm gonna happen. Yorick, you need to split push this game. That's all you gotta do, man. Team fights are gonna be you need a lot of setup to join those team fights. Let's just be honest. You need your 4 ghouls, you need your ult to be useful in a team fight. Right?
Alright, we're loading in to game number 2. But yes, you do need a lot of setup as a Yorick. You do. You need a lot.
So what Yorick needs to do is he needs to constantly split push. He needs to keep that Mundo busy.
Wait a minute, Echo came online a little bit late.
Summoner's Rift.
They're trying some cold cheese. Shout out to Tom Morello.
30 seconds until minions.
Oh, the vein!
Vayne.
Oh, jeez! Oh, you missed it! You missed it! You missed it! You missed it! Oh my God, you missed it!
That was a hair trigger. Come on, Rare.
Oh my God, you missed it!
I'm so upset. I was looking forward to that. Jeez. That would have been a dead Vayne.
Minions
Oh, mommy, got a son!
Oh my, Rare. 0 for 2 so far.
Woo! I thought that Vayne was dead. Oh my God. Woo! I was like, bruh, R.I.P. Vayne. She lives.
Okay.
All right, as we're going into the mid lane, starting off.
Now that I think about it, I don't think Shyvana going AP is going to be helpful. That'll be a lot of magic damage coming from B1C.
Right.
But Shyvana is so weak in the meta that she has been relegated to AP one-shots.
Yep.
You can't build
Velka.
Shyvana how you used to.
Again, there go that. And look, there goes that.
The early flash from Velkaz, that's what I'm talking about. Velkaz really won't come online with his true damage until level 6. Vayne is weak into this lane. If you're gonna go something like Velkaz, go something like maybe Jhin. You know,
Yeah, power.
somebody that can help you match that poke, match that push.
You need
Early
power
dominant. What is Vayne gonna do? Especially because Vayne is short ranged. Vayne has to be up close, which means Blitzcrank can walk up to her. Yes, she can condemn, but if he gets the grab while she's condemning, she's still gonna get pulled with that Blitzcrank.
But she's gonna get pulled, but man, they're playing for the late game. They are certainly playing for the late game.
And Echo is prime ganking material right now, but at the same time, unfortunately, it's a Shyvana. Right? This
Right.
is one of the things that, you know, P1C is doing okay on, which is they elected to say, okay,
Echo
we're
going in,
We're going for the late game
and
scaling.
look, and Morgana just walking out.
But look at Morgana's mana right now. Yes, Echo has just as much mana, but he's pretty much full health, and he can push the wave with his auto.
Who knows?
Morgana needs her abilities to push that wave.
Yes. Her auto attacks are not good at all for pushing the wave.
We already see almost an entire wave of CS difference.
And the first gank coming through. Going down.
Mundo
Goes down.
Shovel Knight.
Goodbye, Shovel Knight.
Hold on. Let's not get too hyphy, because this is exactly how last game started.
B1C.
B1C gets the early first blood and the early lead, and then eventually throws it. So
Come
I want
on.
to see if they
Come
listen
on,
to
bro.
us and fix their mistakes.
You gotta let me hype the crowd up. That was a kill. Like as soon as I'm getting hyped, I get them hyped. I get them hyped up, and you go, wait a minute.
Let me put some truth up in it.
Right? Good Lord. Warwick playing on this side of the
Malco
map.
just said, that's my buddy. Malco just said, kind of sad that I missed game 1. You guys made this so hype.
That's awesome.
Uh-oh. Jinx.
There goes Proctor.
And there's that snare.
And that pull goes wrong.
Oh, come. No, Rare. No.
That pull goes wrong.
That's, come on, man. She was snared.
Bruh.
Come on, cuz.
That was great. Shyvana looking to take Dragon on her own. Since that's a possibility.
Please tell me they have a ward on that.
Nope.
No.
They don't see this happening.
Fire Drake.
They're not seeing this happening.
Warwick went home.
And Inferno goes down. But Vayne gets caught outside.
Where did that
And then
TP
TP.
come from?
I didn't even see it. Blitzcrank taking down Jinx. Shyvana. And goes down. Double kill.
Okay. Warwick 3-0.
B1C.
We take those.
Trading those kills for
3-0.
some, taking those kills for some top plates.
Binding goes wide. That was a field goal between the minion and Echo.
Echo jumps in, and again this shield mitigating
That's
so
not
much
even
of that
bad.
damage that he wants to deal out.
All right. So
He wants to jump in and deal some damage, but that black shield not letting him.
So we need to tone this game down a bit. So currently, B1C,
Right.
Vayne's got 2 assists, right? Yes, she has a death, but she's got boots versus a
Stop.
DF sword.
Morgana sticking him flat, forcing him to flash out because you didn't want to get hit by that bind.
He had ult. He was better off. Okay, so here's the thing about Echo. In that point, because he took so much damage right then and there, he would have ulted and got his full health back. I don't know why he elected the flash.
Maybe he's just a
pretty
Maybe
sure-
just nervous. He's maybe just nervous.
Could be, but I am pretty sure that ult clone was out of the Morgana ult.
Oh! Valkod pulled from over the...
Beautiful.
Boom! That's a dead Valkod! Right over the wall! That was over the wall! Rare Hunter making up for those 2 misses that he did early game. Says, it's okay. We got those. We got those.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me get this hookup in it.
Finally coming up big.
I want to say that was a greedy play from Vel'Koz. You don't know where the support is. You don't know where the jungler is. You trying to go for that ward without proper knowledge. It's there. There are 2 control wards.
Moved him.
There's no reason.
His girl comes out.
Okay, trade of ult, but
Warwick
now wins this. If he plays
Echo!
this, he can 2v1. Never mind, that's a 3v1.
You can't 3v1, baby! You can't 3v1 as they take him down!
I think Echo was trying to steal that kill. He waited. That boy was trying to steal. Alright, I need to give them a course on stealing, man.
Yeah.
Y'all want to know how to steal? Go watch my Lee Sin game for. Watch how I stole Elder Drake.
Now, could he have won that if he went on early executioners? This coming from Malcolm the Beard. And Shyvana gets checked out as I read that comment.
Okay, no. Here's the thing. Yorick is gonna have to go tanky. What he should have done. Remember that Tahm Kench that I talked about a couple weeks ago?
Right.
He should have went Bramble Vest instead. You still get the Grievous wounds. Mundo does a lot of auto attack damage, especially when he headbutts. And why did Warwick smite that blue buff away? That was guaranteed. I would have just given it to the Echo, to be honest.
Push them away.
Oh,
Morgana coming down and gets taken down.
Vel'Koz almost died too.
Vayne not done here, chasing this Jinx down, and didn't stun her, but stunned the minion.
That
Jinx
was a good.
has to go home. You
That
are
was a good
sick.
flash on the Jinx start. Okay, so interesting choice. The Shyvana's actually going Blood Razor.
And Warwick up again. Did you not ward? Do you not want to see this
No.
stuff coming? What?
He does not have a ward.
Are you not warding?
He
What is going
playing
on?
Super aggressive without warding.
What?
And he is still trying to go for that, you know, Triforce. My man, just get the Bramble Vest. Get the Grievous Wound. Cut the healing from both Mundo and Warwick.
Brother. First and foremost, before
Your
you do
team is
any
starting
of
to
what
come
he just
online.
said, you need to ward. Put a ward down. They finally see her on the dragon and get her off. Thanks for the leash, buddy. We'll take it from here.
But, however, Jungler is not there.
And they pulled him out.
What?
Echo!
Shyvana did not smite the right target. Okay.
Vel'Koz, cutting her down.
Goodbye, Vayne.
That
Sorry,
Jinx
goodbye, Jinx.
get cut down. Jinx got
That was
cut.
a waste of a TP from Mundo. Don't go for the ward. Go for the tower.
Warwick shows
The ward
up.
will be there. Okay.
Going after
This
him.
is a fight he can win. He's got the
One-on-one.
tools. He's got
Pulling.
the healing. Watch the damage.
Down.
Damage because of the maiden.
Warwick goes down.
This is a fight he could have won, and he did.
Mundo gets stopped again.
Yeah, that miss smite. Shyvana smited Blitzcrank instead of the dragon. Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
That miss smite was crazy. Insane. First and foremost, that's definitely need to be brought up in the lesson on stealing.
That's a tilter right there. That tilts me watching it. That's why I started going back to jungling again. I can't. That's the definition of you had one job.
Vel'Koz trying to keep him off this ward.
Oh, that was a close call. Oh god, again, you're getting greedy for the wards, my man. Your Vayne especially isn't there. You would have gotten grabbed and killed instantly.
That's slow. Vayne is slowly coming online here, though. Slowly making her way to online status.
I feel like both ADCs are struggling to play Jinx at this point. I get it, Jinx is strong in the current meta, but so far both ADCs are having bad games on Jinx. First one was, what's his name, Skull Grinder, and then now Penetration are both struggling playing that Jinx.
Right. But the game is pretty much even here, though. At this time last game, B1C was running things.
No, around this mark, I think, was it? Or I thought,
Yeah,
I think
they were
Illuminate started flipping the game around this mark.
Right. But now B1C doesn't even have that advantage.
B1C is still winning in the fact that their Vayne is online, pretty much compared to the Jinx. Yes, the Vayne is down in farm. From an analytical point, Vayne is down in farm, but she has one less death and one more assist. Echo does not have mana for all.
And he don't have it. He's dying.
You ain't
Flash
got no
is
mana,
out.
freak. You ain't got no mana.
You ain't got no mana.
But he flashes
Oh,
out.
he flashes out. That time he had to use it.
That time, yeah, he didn't have. I miss Echo when he came out in season. I believe it was season 5. He came out at the end of season 5. That boy had no mana on his ult. I remember he was broken on release. You can ask Malco. That boy had no mana, got like a crap ton of health back for ulting.
Right. Shot him.
Yorick, please go ward.
Warwick.
Okay.
Yorick. Look
Okay,
like he wants to
did
go
ward.
in. But look like he's gonna back. His team is too pushed up. He's just gonna back.
So now we're at a standstill.
Yep.
Now this is a good point. This is blue team wants this. Blue team. Okay, red team right now is the team that should be pushing the pace.
Shyvana jumping in. Smite. Jinx running away.
What is Shyvana doing?
Oh, gets hit by the turret. Valkai's cutting him down. Oh, Vayne gets jumped on.
That was bad.
Oh, it's getting worse. Valkai's shot. And what a turnaround.
Jinx is online at this point.
What a turnaround. Such a good gank. Why overcommitted, Shyvana? You overcommitted.
If Shyvana had not died, Jinx would not have gotten excited.
You got her overcommitted, baby. You overcommitted. Like, it's good to have faith in your marriage, but you overcommitted.
This is another fight that Yorick wins. Oh, nope, the Maiden's dead. Here's the thing when fighting Yorick. If he has that Maiden up, do not, and I repeat, under no circumstances, do not fight, because I believe at one point is, that drain effect, that was about 7, unless they touched it from the last time I played Yorick, like a season or 2 ago, that drain at level 3 does about 10, I think at level 2 it's 7.5%, and then up to 10% of your maximum health per tick of a drain.
Do you think Yorick is looking like the win condition for the blue team now?
Yorick, yes, he has to be the split push. He has to do this. Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful stopwatch. That denies any further aggression. But look at that. 3 people mid. What's going on bot lane? They're pushing.
But Jinx is holding them off.
Blue team right now, their win condition, they need to slow down the pace, which they're trying to do. No turret has been taken almost 18 minutes into the game, right?
Here come Warwick. Pull Valkai's.
That is a dead...
Valkai's is dead.
What do you even call him?
Eyeball. Dead eyeball.
Octopus thing?
Cataracts.
So, I'm upset about one thing.
Shyvana going in, and the first turret goes down. Vayne takes it down, comes online, chasing his Jinx down, shooting her in the back. She can't run, and gets shut down. Vayne needed those 2 kills.
Blue team, you guys have the Yorick, you have the split push, but you let them get the 2 mountain drakes. Yorick needs those. There is no objective vision. If we look around the map, let's take a look real quick, Howling, since, the action is taking a break.
Right.
1 control ward behind red team's red buff, right?
Act didn't take much of a break. Yorick.
And Vayne's dead. Right as we speak.
Vayne went
This
down.
Warwick is definitely putting in work this time around. This game, he is doing a lot better. But Morgana is doing better than Echo. She is, even though, he's got 3 assists and she's got only a kill and assist, look at the CS difference. She's up 20 plus, almost 30 CS, right?
Right.
Or no, she's actually, she's almost up 30 CS. She's 25, I believe, or 24, I mean. Alright, she's up 20.
And another turret goes down.
25 farm.
Valkai from over the wall.
Kill.
Get pulled. Get pulled and killed.
No. You do not
TP
want to
comes
stay
down.
very near the Blades crank, and there goes the Shyvana unleashed.
Come down.
What is going on?
Illuminate. Getting drained. Taking down that ult.
Howling, I want you to look at the items real quick. What did I tell you about those Merc treads? Only Shyvana and Yorick were gonna build.
Oh my God. Yep, you're right.
I told you. They're relying on the black shield.
I wanted to be wrong. Because I wanted that extra bit of protection for her. But the shoes she built does make sense. More damage. I guess she's gonna be one of the damage carries. It makes more
Here's
sense.
the thing. I would agree with sword boots if the Morgana was gonna go a heavier penetration build. So like a Morello's, a Leandri, a Void Staff, right? You add the penetration from sword boots. Yeah, Morgana is gonna be doing a lot of damage, but Morgana's going more of the utility build. She's going Glacial Augment into Hextech GLP into Twin Shadow. You ain't gonna be doing damage. So why not either go for the cooldown boots, because it gives, I believe, it now gives you item cooldown reduction, correct?
Yep.
And or even the Merc Trend. The other thing is, Cordami, you are playing too aggressive, my man. You have a long range ult. You're standing close enough for Belka.
They got two Inferno
to ult you.
So there's 18% more damage.
Is going to help that Vayne out a lot. Where is Vayne? Keep your eyes on Vayne.
Vayne is taking down Jinx.
Vayne is skilled to Jinx. Keep your eyes on Mundo. Mundo is playing distraction amongst everybody. He is still alive. There goes in Echo. Echo's about to get a double kill. Door goes in.
Echo goes down.
Echo goes down. But watch for Shyvana. And your blue team wins that fight overall 3-2. Right, and they're about to get a turret. They got Infernal Drake.
B1C.
B1C is coming online. However,
But this is what we wanted to see from B1C. More slow, macro play. Play around your Jinx. They're doing that.
nah, the thing is, Vayne, you see they have a Warwick. You see they have an Echo. You see they have a Mundo. I understand you want your Rage Blade as fast as you can, but my god, Skull Grinder, 800 gold out of pocket is not going to hurt you, and would have probably won you that fight even stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's the dead Shyvana. No,
Getting away.
Ult out. Okay, he gets out.
Yorick,
So
chasing this guy down.
Gold lead. Yorick is going to win this real hard. I want to say no.
Wait a minute.
Too much healing. Yorick, you prioritized getting a righteous glory over any form of healing.
Wait a minute.
Why?
And he's beating up your ult. He's just whooping your ult. Vayne trying to kite.
Caught out of line. Let's see how Vayne spotting. Go
Blitzcrank. Oh, Bullzer. Vayne, what are you doing alone?
Vayne is out of. Vayne just got caught out. Why
Vayne,
were you there?
Why were you alone? Where were you going?
Where is the rest of your team? Why aren't you?
Where is your hall pass? You can't walk the halls without a hall pass. Echo sees Morgana and gets taken down quickly.
Morgana's not looking. That is a free Baron. You ping that Baron right now. Baron bait. Even if you don't get the Baron, you fight them for it. You are, what is it? 3v5 right now. 5v3. Hit that Baron.
Illuminate.
They don't have the vision.
And their ADC is down.
Your jungler is 2 levels up on the enemy jungler. That is not a 50-50 anymore.
She jumps in. You jumped in too early. You can't steal it.
Too early.
And it goes over to Illuminate.
At this point, I don't think we're going to see a game 3. I would love to see a game 3, but I don't think we're going to get one. Because while
Warwick jumping over.
B1C isn't playing horrible, they're still not itemizing well. It is 25 minutes into the game. Mundo has a Spirit Vest. Mundo built a Bramble Vest before Yorick. I'm done. Let's go home. Mundo built a Bramble Vest before Yorick did.
And this Warwick almost lost his life.
Like, my God. We talked about this after game 1. We've been talking about it through game 2.
The whole thing.
But y'all still don't listen. There is no... Last game, I think Jinx got a mortal reminder when nobody else on the other team got any healing reduction. And it's happening again. Okay, Shyvana finally has a Bramble Vest. Right? Yorick still doesn't. Yorick is now not playing to his win condition. Why are you grouping? Why aren't you splitting?
Warwick going up top. Morg stuns him. Throws him down. Oh!
You are not gonna win this.
And he is just healing through everything!
He has the healing reduction and you don't! You are a dead Yorick!
And Yorick is surely dead! That Mundo healed through his whole ult! Basically sat there in your circle!
You guys do not have...
He sat there in your circle!
They don't have the healing reduction against the Mundo. Back-to-back games with no healing reduction against the Mundo. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Even Vayne doesn't have healing reduction.
But that true damage takes him out. Vayne caught out too fast,
God.
going out too far, and gets taken down. Echo went back.
Watch how much health he got back. Did you see what I mean by that ult? That ult is a fight changer. This is over.
Good Lord! Illuminate! Breaking into the base! Knock, knock! Are you home? We selling biscuits!
Like I said, let's go home. This game's over.
Shyvana!
Howling, are you down to do post-game interviews after this one?
Of course.
Alright, that should be fun.
Jumping
I
up.
really want to ask what...
Falcon goes down!
Or not Illuminate, sorry. B1C. That's game.
They're breaking into the base.
That is
Shyvana comes back out and gotta go back in. She tried to run, but Blitzcrank pulled her life out.
Blitzcrank's dead. This has to
The
be a
tower goes down.
This has to be a Vayne moment. Let's see what you got, Vayne.
Vayne, coming online.
Somebody hit the Jinx. Why is nobody hitting the Jinx? Alright, Vayne.
Get them off of the
See
tower.
that Jinx was tanking tower. She was snared under tower. Why is nobody hitting the Jinx?
So much broken over for B1C.
Look at chat real quick. Red team has blue team in literal Undertaker chokeslam.
That is a fact. They can't feel their throat because the red team is downing.
See, no, I wouldn't say chokeslam at this point. I'd say Darth Vader holding them by the force.
Like, yo, it's crazy.
Crushing them windpipes. That's a force choke right there.
And two big time Vayne with misposition, chasing kills. Again, this is what we talked about in game 1. They can't keep their key components to their win condition alive. Vayne is a key component. Why is she dead?
Vayne is not being protected. Both games. I don't know.
This time he goes for Shyvana.
That Echo is just too fed. Oh, maybe
Oh, not today!
not today. The smite kill. Okay. This is how blue team slowly crawls back into this game. Little picks like that. Illuminate is getting a bit cocky. Look at Warwick's build. He has a death stance.
Oh, they went to the wrong side! And get picked off by B1C!
Look at that.
This
Look
Vayne This Vayne is online and doing damage, but Jinx takes her down.
Oh my God!
Mundo healing through everything.
Again, nobody has
Mundo
healing
healed
reduction.
through everything and got
What?
out.
All right, I'm just watching this is slowly, not slowly. Watching this, I am 90 degrees right now, howling. I ain't even just slightly tilted. I am 90 degrees. Y'all are expecting to try and kill a Mundo whose ult at level 3, if I remember correctly, gives him 100% healing of his maximum health, and yet nobody has a single healing reduction item. Oh, Yorick gets Executioner's Calling. How long into the game? 31 minutes?
31. And
That's something he's going to be using, because I don't think Yorick's going to build Mortal Reminder.
Nope.
This is the issue that some of the people are building. Yorick doesn't. Yorick is
As they're starting up Baron.
but he's not building the health stats to back it up. Warwick is
Ladies
very
and gentlemen,
squishy.
they had no idea that was happening and didn't even go to fight it. Could
That's
go.
the problem.
You can't
Blue team
fight
has
if you
no
can't
vision.
see. Illuminate, looking like they're getting ready to run away with this one.
This is what's sad about this game. Illuminate is like, okay, your B1C, your AP champion ain't worth shit. Look at Warwick's build. That's full-on armor. He don't have a single MR item in his kit.
Not one.
He ain't worried about the Vel'Koz. He ain't worried about the Morgana. He's like, alright, you know, Shyvana, Vayne, Yorick, y'all are the scary ones.
Mac on the beard, bruh. Oh, is that Michael? Malcolm on the beard?
Malcolm the blurred.
Malcolm the blurred. They have a 4-1 comp. They can't go a 4-1 comp if their foot, because the red team's foot is too far in places I can't say. Good lord.
Oh, Vayne's online.
Vayne is online though, but can he kill a Mundo?
No, he cannot, because he still does not have healing reduction.
But the rest of the base is being broken into. They can't defend them all.
No, but to Malco's point, Yorick has been team fighting for the last 15, almost 20 minutes.
But he has
Like I said,
to.
He can solo split push and draw pressure, but he's also not itemizing properly. Jinx is not being focused anymore.
And Jinx is just
reset.
down.
Jinx is about to reset. She's about to get hyper. Watch for Jinx. Jinx kills Yorick. Now she's going after the Vayne. Vayne kills Echo.
Vayne goes down.
Vayne's about to die. But
Vel'Koz goes
Jinx is
down.
alive.
God.
Goes down. Jinx gets excited again. That's a that's a triple kill for Jinx.
That's a quadra.
And that's the game.
That's a quadra. That's a quadra. Why would you not focus
wins
Jinx?
the game.
What was that? What was that? 40 at 34. Your winner of this match, Illuminate.
I'm sideways. I'm heckin' sideways, man. I can't. I don't know how many times I mentioned the healing reduction. Healing reduction. Vel'Koz prioritized a goddamn Luden's Echo over a Morello. Vayne went for a Wit's End over at least even an Executioner's Calling and was building. Why were you building the hell? This Vayne was building Death Stance.
Oh my God! What was this?
Morgana didn't even get Morellos.
No, you need Morellos.
Shyvana did not get Bramble Vest. I was looking at the item build. Shyvana did not get Bramble Vest even till she had her jungle item.
Hey,
Frozen Heart and Frozen Mallet complete.
We're gonna do after game interviews really quick. Give us a minute.
Good, man. What's up?
Bruh.
My God, that was that second game. Those early hooks were a little bit shaky.
Yeah, I mean, so the Vayne has natural dodge built into her kit, and the angles at which I was trying to pull weren't the greatest. So
No, I'm not like holding
No, we're not
that
holding
against
you,
you. I'm just why Blitzcrank
bruh.
both games?
I'm
Not that there was
So-
anything wrong with it, but
so why-
Blitzcrank, as we talked, is stronger now with his ult against shielding support, right?
Yes. So I'll explain my thought process, right? So Core Demi was a sub for Team C.
Yeah, and he's a
Um,
mid laner, I know, because we
yes.
played with him during our
Right.
when you both subbed in for us.
Right. So, Core Demi played really, really well on the Vel'Koz, but as soon as in pro draft that they picked Vel'Koz, we had the next one pick before bans. Blitzcrank into Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz has to sit there to ult, right? So,
Which is something I mentioned, and that's what, and something I told you, Howling, like when he got caught a few times, especially
right.
that mid lane one, I said, if you're gonna play Vel'Koz and you have such a long range ult, why are you in Blitzcrank's hook range?
Right, and you did see that a couple times in the game where the Vel'Koz was ulting, and I'm just like, that's an easy hook. Bam, caught him, and he's just gone. So the Blitzcrank more so, because in pro draft they picked the Vayne after I had already locked in Blitzcrank, but the Blitzcrank was strictly for the Vel'Koz.
I'm looking at chat real quick if you don't mind, Howling. Bruise. Okay, Yorick was forced to group due to not being able to solo anyone because he died back to back without putting down wards.
Facts.
Which was an easy gank for Warwick both times.
Facts.
He never built a Bramble Vest.
Facts.
Bramble Vest in that 2v1 situation against two champions that rely heavily on healing.
Yes, he was 3-0
Hunter,
before
like,
9.
I want your input on this.
He was
Both
3-0
times that he
before
got
9.
ganked by Mundo and Warwick. If he had Bramble Vest with his ult, Yorick
Or
would
a
have
ward.
won that probably. Yes or no? Or at least traded 1 for 1.
Or a ward.
Hunter, you there?
Oh yeah, sorry. What's up?
Organic Trash TV. Or was he in E1C or is he on your team? I'm trying to get someone from.
He's on ours. He's our team. Right now we're undefeated in our league.
I'm trying to get someone from E1C so we can talk to him about this healing reduction issue.
Hold on, I have the jungler here. See if he'll do an interview.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay. The whole point of ESDL, it's called the esports development. I'm not trying to necessarily attack someone. I'm not trying to flame someone.
No.
I'm upset because that game could have been a lot more competitive, but the itemization. Okay, game 1 didn't go well, but we know that y'all at least heard some of the while we were setting up, heard at least some of the post-game analysis for game 1. But it feels like you guys either didn't listen or it went in one ear and came out the other.
But the whole thing about it is, all right, so it looked like what happened was they were uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is Malcolm on the bird actually pointed out that he was building the recommended instead of building against the comp. And this normally happens. I know it happens to me when I'm unfamiliar with the character as much as I want to. Bruise? Okay, that's Bruise. Gotcha. And if it's not a normal pick, like if I get Nautilus, I know different routes to go when I have Nautilus. I'm like, okay, what is on that side? Okay, I know I'm not gonna go this item because they have this guy and he works like this. So I know that with the character that I play. And I am a one trick, so yes, ban Nautilus, and I'm pretty much not as good with everybody else. But
I mean, if you can play Nautilus, you can play Blitzcrank, you can play Thresh. Thresh is going to be the hardest one just because of how the flay works.
I can't.
Just because of how the flay works, I understand that takes practice. But the fact that you got the hook mechanic at least Blitzcrank and Nautilus are similar because they pull the enemy close.
Right.
Thresh tugs them a bit and has to go in. So that's what I would suggest for you. But this is a side discussion.
That's a side discussion.
Would be, you know, instead of just being a Nautilus one trick, a Blitz, you know, or pick up one of, you know, the shielding and healing ones where you just have to stand back and just keep healing and shielding your ally.
That's something I'm learning from Rare Hunter here. But
hey, just so you guys know, Nalez is coming in. He was the Team C's jungle.
Good.
So he's coming in for an interview. And I think he's in the lobby right now.
Good. Awesome.
What's up, Nalez?
What's up, guys?
So how are you doing?
Again, no flame.
First and foremost, let's ask you, how are you doing and how do you feel about that game?
I think game one we started off really hard, and then when we threw away our advantage, you could if you were in our Discord, you could feel the tilt that was coming over our team.
So I ask you this: who is your shot caller? I talked about this in the post game interview, in the post game analysis for game one.
Right.
Who were your shot callers?
Yeah, so I was listening to it. I heard what you guys said, and so our first game, I was shot calling most of the game, and then it kind of turned into everyone wanted to shot call, which is a problem our team has had the entire time. Like, we've never had a dedicated shot caller, so we've switched up everyone we've had shot calling, and we've never settled on one person. And
Did you have an assigned coach from ESDL?
We did not.
All right.
Okay. When because I know they rolled it out to everyone. Did somebody think about, okay, let me see what this coaching program is about?
Yeah, we had one of our guys try to be a coach, and that I guess just fell through. He never said anything else about it. And then when we asked ESDL about a coach, they never gave us one.
The thing that I've learned from their coaching program, one of the key factors is y'all need either 1 to 2 shot callers, 1 shot caller, or you could go with a 5-man, but that is the worst kind of shot calling because you would have to take everybody's input. It's the slowest, and if done incorrectly, it fails.
No, definitely.
So,
that's
what
I happened in the second game. Everyone trying to shot call.
That's why I was saying, who's the shot caller? After game one, I was like, who's the shot caller? You need to be asking, and I'm not saying you as in you now, as just whoever the shot caller is, needs to be saying, reset, clear comms, listen, quiet down, focus up, you know? Control the team, calm
and you guys
them
didn't
down.
play bad. Like, you didn't play bad. The only 2 big pieces of critical, you know, our criticism for your team is only about the items that you build and some of the questionable fights that you guys took.
Yeah, so about the itemization, like the grief wounds items, I built mine kind of late because I built my jungle item, froze him out, and then finally got the bramble vest.
Yeah,
and
that's something I talked about.
Because I was telling our Morgana, I was like, Morello's like first or second item, and just I guess it like slipped his mind, and then our Vayne said that he doesn't need the grief wound items to kill Mundo,
Why?
which I didn't agree with that, but that's where he stood.
Mundo at level 16 heals for 100%. I think it goes 50%, 75%, 100% of his max health.
Yeah, so
And
Throughout his
when
entire alteration.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I talked to him about it. I was like, yeah, if it was like just Mundo, maybe I could see it, but he wasn't the only one like healing out of his mind.
Warwick
Warwick had the death dance.
Yeah, I was about to say Warwick's second game got. I'm not, you know, Zap Nuka's in here. He's the Warwick, and I don't mean this in a negative connotation, but he got full of himself. He's like, all right, they ain't building no healing reduction. I'm fed. I'm going death stance.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I mean, if we're not building against it, take the advantage. So.
And that's exactly what happened. But let's talk about mindset from 1 going into 2. When you started losing 2 and it was clear that you guys weren't coming back, was your team kind of like bummed out and nobody was like, hey guys, that we took L, let's take what we learned from this one and start strategizing toward the next one? Or were you just bummed out and the comms between games 1 and 2 was like quiet?
It was more quiet than the first game for sure. We tried to rally back up after the first game. It was like, we started off good. We need to do that part again and then fix our mid game. But comms throughout the game was much quieter. Game 2, and our picks we were trying to just go for comfort picks, so that's why our team comp looked kind of wonky.
So that makes me believe that Yorick pick was not a comfort pick.
It was for him. He likes playing York.
Huh?
But I think.
But he built according to like Malco said, it seemed like he was building according to the recommended page. He finished Triforce and then built a Righteous Glory, and then like a couple, maybe like after Boots or something, he built a Executioner's Calling.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's because I
32
made the
minute-
comment about we needed more Grieve items, and he was the one that listened. So.
32 minutes into the game, he listened.
Hey, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to interject real quick.
Go ahead.
So, our two teams played the most throughout the regular split and then into here. I would like to say that, this team, Team C, like from the very first week until now, two totally separate teams. I mean, these guys have been grinding and playing and getting better the entire split. Like, this is a completely different team than what we played in game 1, week 1. So I just want to, hand it off to you guys. Like, you guys played two hell of a games, and you guys have gotten way, way better. And it was a joy to play against you guys.
And we're not saying anything against that, but at the same time, if you're gonna get better, right? The way to get better at League, as I was told from when I started back at the end of Season 4, itemization. When you first start off, follow the recommended build, right? Learn what the items do. But as you progress, especially if you are going to play in a competitive league, by now, you should know what items do. So you should know how to itemize, because if you are... Some of the guys that I was watching, like I was looking at the ranks, you got, like, I think one guy was Diamond 4, a couple guys were, like, Plat, there were Golds, there were Silver, so it was all over the place. The Yorick, I want to say, was D4, or was it your top laner that was D4?
Our top laner made D4 this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Which is
in
kudos to him. The Yorick made it to gold. Okay, the difference between a gold and a silver player is gold players at least know some mechanics and know how to build their champion. And you can either agree or disagree with me, but that's how, when I was progressing, because Season 5, when I first hit level 25, I jumped into rank. Or not level 25, sorry, level 30. I'm thinking of Overwatch. When I first jumped into level 30, got level 30, I hopped into rank. I spent all of Season 5 trying to climb from Bronze 5, got to Bronze 1 towards the end of the season. How? Played so many different champions, stuck to a couple. At the time, I played Darius, Swain, and a little bit Fiora at the time with her old Master Yi's Q, basically. Glorified Q. Volibear, a couple of those champions, and learned what different items do. Season 6, silver. Season 7, silver. Season 8 and 9, gold. How? How? Because you learn how to itemize. I didn't necessarily get good at, like, different champions. Some champions I did because I played, like, in Season 8, I played pretty much nothing but Lee Sin. Got him, for a gold level player, got him down as far, as I can understand mechanically for now, but learned how to itemize.
And
You will never, unless I know which comps I'm going into. Let's say, for example, I see the same comp or similar comps back-to-back games. That's when you'll see me going with the same items. But if you look at my recent match history, some games you'll see me going Sterix Gauge, for example. Some games you'll see me going Hex Drinker into Maw of Malmortia. Why? They both have the Lifeline passive, so they both can't trigger. But I'll go Hex Drinker, or sorry, Maw, when I know they have a lot of AP / magic damage burst, and I'll go Sterix when I know they don't have as much AP or magic damage, and something like Merc Treads can help out, with negating whatever little magic damage they have, but I still get the Lifeline passive or Life Grip, whichever it's called, from Sterix. That's stuff that you learn instinctively, unless you're just playing the game to play. You know what I mean?
And
Itemization is not hard to understand.
But-
Just like Howling said, he knows what items to go when into whom.
And that's only because I recently started learning that with Nautilus, and it's something I just picked up. But what I felt that really happened from game 1 to game 2 is you lost your spirit. And this is me talking to you on a person-to-person level, not about the game itself. It
Right.
felt like you guys lost your spirit. And because the comms were quiet and there was nobody rallying you, there was nothing to rally behind, I feel like you guys lost your spirit. You played so well that first game. You got good picks. You guys were very responsive. When somebody was in danger, you guys were moving towards it. You guys played great and we as casters are not here to take it from you and not here to downplay you or push you down. It's literally only what we see. And what I saw was you guys lost your spirit. From game one,
Run a little bit.
from game 1 to game 2,
Andrew.
you lost your spirit. And you couldn't bounce back. So itemization comes from still being in the spirit that we could win this. Because you start building what you know when you don't feel like you can win this. And as a person who often falls back to, oh man, I'm losing again. Let me just pick up what I know. You just start playing the game instead of thinking through it. And that's a lot of happens when you lose your spirit. When you lose the spirit that you could win and you can do this, and having somebody loud in your ear like, "Hey, let's go!"
Now, I'll tell you something real quick. And Howling will tell you about this. When Rare Hunter subbed in for us, we lost our first game to
Bad.
Team B. Bad. Guess what we
Bad.
did? Game 2. Wipe that shit out of your mind. What happened? Game 1? What's Game 1?
Exactly.
Destroyed in Game 2.
And if you want to see the footage of that one, you can go to my YouTube channel. It's Unknown Howling.
Unknown Howling.
And you can find the footage of that game. But it's literally having to wipe one game out, and it's something that I'm having to do, especially knowing that my very next game, because normally if it's normals or if it's ranked, you can wipe it out because it's not the exact same people you're playing against.
It's hard to do so, Howling, because the difference between this is you've got people that you can actually talk to,
right,
and be like, okay, we're gonna do this. But the thing is, I need to answer something real quick. Bruise, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, as a jungle main, you are the team's masochist. If you want to main jungle, you take all the shit that is thrown at you.
This dude.
Not only from your team, but you cannot main jungle, right?
This guy.
And be like, oh yeah, I wish Riot would allow you to do this. Jungle is, everybody always complains, jungle is too strong, Riot, nerf this shit. Jungle is too strong, Riot, nerf this shit. At the start of this season, you could go red buff into Krugs, level 3 gank. You were level 3 from red buff into Krugs. They nerfed that shit, so now you go red buff Raptors Krugs. They nerfed that shit, but now they didn't nerf it as much if you go red buff Raptors Krug. Or sorry, it was red buff Krugs Scuttle Crab. So what they do, they nerfed Krugs. But so now you go red buff, Raptors Krugs Scuttle Crab level 3. So what they do, nerf Scuttle Crab. Scuttle Crab now spawns at 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Jungle, you are not going to be able. Thing about jungle is you have dedicated to jungling. Like at the start of the season, I played mid lane, but towards the end of the season, I switched back to jungle. If you dedicate your time for season upon season, then you will understand. you will never forget how to jungle. Jungle is all about pathing, clearing, this, and that. It does not matter your pick. Yes, it matters in terms of don't go play something like Morgana jungle and expect to win your rank game. But I mean, it depends.
If you
So
do that,
if
if you
follow
do that,
Verkayu,
send me the
if
tapes.
If you follow Verkayu, for example, I'm not even joking about this one, Howling. Verkayu is like this European. I think he's like Diamond, right? This man, one of his pocket picks is Zyra jungle, and he actually does well on it. But he doesn't always pick it unless he knows it's a weak enemy jungler that he can farm up and do well against. Why does he pick Zyra? Zyra has, according to him, some good ganking. She has good CCs, she has long range poke, you know, but she's not easy to execute. And like I said, he doesn't always play her. When he plays her, it is very situational.
Right. But this game just goes to show you as everyone in it, this is not just for the people that played tonight, this is for everybody in ESDL. The second game is important. The second game is where you really show your grit as a player. As a player, you get to really show, okay, we lost, why? Why? Analyze it, break it down, talk it through, and figure out what you're going to do.
You guys have like 7 minutes between each game to go, okay, reset, take a breather, take a smoke, do whatever. If you smoke cigarettes, for example, or I'm not telling somebody to do that, but if you do, take a break, do that, relax, go to the bathroom, go for a walk. You have 7 minutes to decompress and go, okay, but this is what we did wrong, this is how we drafted wrong, this is what we need to prioritize.
And it felt like you guys didn't want to take that, because I know that you have a break in between games that you could take and tell the other team, hey, we'll take this amount of time. You went right back into it without taking that break.
I will say now is the draft was not good.
Not fun. It's not fun for y'all. That wasn't fun.
Okay, you guys picked the Yorick, fine. Pick somebody that can help him match a 1-3-1. Morgana was not that good.
No. Morgana was not a good pick.
If anything, I would have suggested send Morgana bot lane, send Cordemi mid lane.
Cordemi is very good mid lane. Very good.
And, like, who was your mid laner first pick? I forget, like, for first game. What was the mid lane first
Lux?
game?
Akali.
Lux into Akali. That's something I talked about in the post game, or even during the game. I was like, Lux won that trade. She got Warwick's flash. She got Akali's flash.
No, you're thinking of game 2.
Xin Zhao.
Sorry, you were Warwick. She got the Xin Zhao flash. She got Warwick, or she got the Akali flash ignite. You have TP. Go home. TP back in.
Go home.
Somebody should have told him that. But instead,
you're talking about Lux?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Illuminate. Illuminate had
Lux.
Yeah,
we had Illuminate. Or
you guys had you guys had the Lux. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tell the Lux go home. Right? You have TP. Go home, heal up, TP back into lane. You're not gonna miss much farm.
But where you guys went wrong in your first game was something that was preventable. And this is also another mental side of the game. You guys went wrong because you got too far ahead too quickly. You did two things. One, you just wanted to fight at that point because you felt like you could beat them. You felt like you could beat them. And you beat them all a lot in that first game, right? You beat them early. You got them picked out. But then it's something we like to talk about here at the cast desk is turning kills into objectives. I do not kill you if I'm not going to rob you. I will push you off an objective so you don't get it. But if I'm not ready to take it, I'm not looking to kill you. I just want you off the objective. So what I seen y'all doing was you go for the kill, but nothing came behind it. So
again, Malco just pointed a good point, especially for the second game. Yeah, Nallas, you guys needed a mid laner that could also roam. And the only real engage you guys had was that Shyvana, but that doesn't even happen till 6.
And it also
That's why I'm saying
and it
both
also doesn't
games-
stun anyone.
both games, unfortunately, you guys lost. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but you guys, and you'll hear this a lot in pro analysis, in LCS analysis, and LEC analysis. You guys lost in the draft phase.
Yeah.
You guys did not have engage or disengage for the most part. You guys had fight, 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 but not the. You guys had the mentality of fight, 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 but not the proper unit. It's like trying to play a chess game, right? But
And pieces
your
is missing.
your pieces is missing, and you're trying to fight with like your king.
So what I'm saying is, what I'd like to see you do is have a conversation with your team when everyone's cooled down. You're not about to go in the game. This is like, okay, guys, can we have a quick meeting? And you need to settle on 2 things. One, an identity.
Yes.
Settle on an identity. Settle on an identity. If you're going to be that exciting fight team, we're gonna fight and siege and take and destroy and pillage. Be that team. So you're not picking a 1-1-1, a 1-3-1 or a 4-1. You're picking a team that is built to kill and siege. That's your job. We're gonna pick hard engage. We want a lot of CC, and we're gonna kill and take. Kill and take. But if you're gonna do the slow methodical play and play your 1-3-1s or your 4-1s, but find that identity through your team. And number two, and what I feel to be the biggest piece that you guys need is you need a leader. You guys need a leader.
That's something I talked about. You guys need to figure out who's going to shot call.
You need
And
a
that
leader.
shot call needs to be, at this point, from what I'm seeing from your team, you guys are better off with a solo shot caller.
And find one of the people that you trust. You have to.
I would say
and y'all gotta
Nallas
trust
should
him.
be the shot caller,
And you
in
have,
my opinion.
and you
As
have to
the
trust him.
jungler, yeah, as the jungler, you have the most map. You have the most map presence. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a jungler as well. You are the person that affects the map the most. You do the ganks. One of the things you should be doing, for example, and this is why I say junglers are the masochists. Ward for your laners. Okay, Yorick is being a little dumb, not warding. Prevent that. Maybe tell him, but if he's not listening, do it for him. And ping. That's something I've learned to do. Is ping your laners and be like, jungler is here, mid laner is here, back. The difference between this and solo queue that people need to understand is this is 5v5 competitive with communication. It's a whole different game from solo and flex.
It is. I played my first game today and did terrible. So, this advice is just coming from the soul, bro. Because when you get in those types of situations where you're not doing great, a leader is not just somebody who can call well. He can also motivate. He's also who you look to when things aren't going right. And
And I'm gonna tell you right now, one thing as a shot caller that you have to discuss with your team when it comes to identity as well. You have to tell your team, look, okay, I'm assuming you guys still have one more game of playoffs, right?
We do.
So you need to tell them for next week, look, I'm going to make the call, and I want people to follow it, no matter whether you agree or disagree. This is also part of the coaching program that I've seen. The reason being, if you make the bad call, right, don't feel bad about it.
Right.
Discuss it after a game.
correct.
Have them agree with you, and then afterwards you guys can discuss and see, okay, why we made a bad call, learn from it. But here's something you gotta tell your team, that if you guys are gonna be doing a solo shot caller, they gotta follow you no matter what.
Facts. But bruh, I do want to say good game, very exciting. Very exciting. And I look forward to seeing what you guys do next.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man. Like, I know it feels like we just beat on you, bro. I know it feels like we beat,
our
but
job isn't like I said, we're not
like, I
flaming
know you
everybody.
feel
Our job is we are wanting you guys to improve.
correct.
We are wanting to help you guys, but how do we do that? We have to point it out.
Right.
At the LCS level, you can tell somebody at this point in time you ward here, and they will know because they're that high.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're that high of a level. At this level, you go, you could have done this better. Why did you do this?
Right.
Why not do this? And we pointed out, like I said, itemization. I mentioned that so many times because if you guys had itemized properly,
This game.
and I'm pretty sure Rare will agree with this, if you guys had enough healing reduction on your entire team, they would have been hesitant to pick the Mundo second game and the Warwick, or at least you guys could have taken a game.
And we were itching to see a game 3 too. Itching.
Yeah, I'm
Itching.
sure everyone was.
We're itching. I'm like, bruh, they're gonna wipe it out of their mind. They're gonna come back, and I was defending it like, yeah, bruh, because we do want to see you succeed, and I know we felt like we just beat on you, and we put it on you, but it was just that we wanted to get this message to your team because it's something that we see. It's something that we see, and we want you guys. We want to see you back. I want to commentate one of your games where you bust the other team wide open, and I want to commentate that match as well. I don't want to just commentate these types of matches. But what I do see is that there's a spirit that seems to be missing from the way y'all played in that second game. A spirit that you guys don't. And another advice I'm going to give you is watch your VODs. Watch your game back. And ask the tough questions. Just like we're asking you the tough questions now. Ask the tough questions. Why did you make this decision right here? What
Better
were you
yet,
thinking right here?
Exactly. And better, what you can do is you can take what we talked about and you can use it and apply it in the certain points where it mattered. There was a point in game 1, for example, where Jinx, for some reason, I think she wasn't looking at her position. She was looking up forward at the fight that was happening, and she literally walked into Xin Zhao's spear.
And got chucked.
And into Xin Zhao's spear, into the Lux Q, and got immediately bopped. Like, poof, she was gone. Houdini, Harry Houdini, out of here.
Xin Zhao and Jinx were the same team game 1.
Or not Xin Zhao, I keep mistaking, I don't...
Yeah, you're messing that up.
What's crank? What's crank?
You're messing
No,
that
I
up,
know she got caught by...
but she got caught
walked into
out.
somebody.
She got caught out.
Yeah. That was actually something new we tried. I don't know if you guys noticed, but our AD and our top were swapped those games.
Nope.
Yeah.
Didn't notice.
Yeah, our Yorick player was playing the Jinx game 1, and Vayne was Darius game 1.
We noticed that. The players noticed that.
That was something I was like, nah, I thought about it, but I just thought I was crazy. But thanks for confirming it.
Yeah, we were practicing it throughout the week, and it was unfortunate that our support that we usually have wasn't there, because our support was working with the new AD, and it was working out really good. And then I guess when we subbed it out, it psyched our usual top laner out.
Well, what I kind of want to see from you guys is just for y'all to really take a look at your VODs and ask those tough questions to yourselves. Don't just sweep this match under the rug once it's done. Take a hard look at it. Take a really hard look. And I know it sucks to take a hard look at something but I guarantee you there's a lot of keys and a lot of jewels in these games and in this footage. I guarantee it. You guys, I look forward to seeing you guys in a championship match soon.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me come out. You know, it was fun learning experience.
The one thing I will say, in case it happens, win game 1 next week.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get overhyped. Don't get cocky and be like, "Oh, we won game 1. We're gonna win game 2." Sweep that out of your mind. Lose game 1. Don't get depressed. Don't get, down. Either way, wipe game 1, win or lose. Wipe it out of your mind. Go into game 2 as if it's game 1.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, I hope
All right.
I hope you got something from this that you take back to your team. Tell them we appreciate you, and we will definitely be looking for you guys and whatever you do. And for everybody on stream and paying attention, thank you for joining us. I want to thank you guys because we do this stuff for you. We get everything together for you. We make sure in every match, we try to get every match that we can. And we do want to say we appreciate you guys dearly. This is XX Howling XX and
Golden Pharaoh. And we'll see you guys next week.
And we will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. See ya.
All right, we're good.
And we're